case you don't know.
As we mentioned earlier, today inside the program, Good Morning Saloon, Radio Democracy, they continue for look at issues around the PR system and the different opinion as whose kind PR system the country forgets, or whether or not the country forgets a PR system at all. Inside the program, I want to welcome Dr. Julius Spencer and people who they follow him. Now, one of the proponents, them with the supports the PR system, but in getting your own definition of the PR system, where you want to see in the country. Good morning, Doc, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Saloon.
Good morning.
And also inside the program, we get Andrew Lavali, come up from IGR, Institute for Governance Reform, and himself, they can talk on the Afrobarometer reports on PR system or not, and what's in your position as somebody we don't work on governance issues in the country as IGR, now a think tank organization they talk where they do research and talk on the democracy, governance, and service delivery, human rights, and other things. Then once again, Andrew Lavali, good morning.
Fambo and Irene Freetown, good morning, and good morning also.
I will start with you for reason being that we don't get different debates them, and we don't get Dr. Julius Spencer and the program who say it on the state in your position on PR system and who's can PR system in things say them the country for practice. From the IGR perspective and the barometer report perspective, what you want to regard as PR and who's kind PR system, the Afrobarometer they talk about here?
Well, Afrobarometer not about PR system per se, but you know, so we get electoral system debates where they go on at the country. We probably therefore know say since 1996, London holds 6 elections, and 3 of those elections and they na PR system, and 3 of them are first past the post. As we approach 2028, there is now this big debate as to which system we feel say really good for Salon, for where we go before. You know, people therefore know say when they talk about governance system, not of just adopt governance system. You adopt the one where you feel say this one you get for putting me before. So now I make it finally we really get we finally get a more educated conversation, sober reflection as to what thing they make we go before, because we see say within a country, unlike you know, in spite of all the diamond, the gold, the bauxite we get, we don't do democracy, we don't vote. Boku time, a lot of citizens, whether you McKinney, we're not glad about the condition all day. So I mean, then conversation we don't start. I think say fine for welcome and maybe just wish for the political class now APC, the political class now SLPP, let then actually lower down the temperature as we discuss real solution. The thing where Afrobarometer shows say now only 26% of citizens they don't talk, say they don't hear about the electoral system debate. So we ask a question: have you heard about the electoral system reform conversation? That farmer they don't even care. So now only 26%. They don't hear it, not for 26% if you understand. So it means this whole thing about electoral system conversation is high elite conversation. When they can talk saying them bookman and don't the country, I don't think I can make you can believe. Because if I for let the elites them, they come together and then agree on which they make the country go forward. The one that we don't study governance system where they see how waiting they make country like we own the way they go behind and country like we own the way they go before. Well, we not go before it, not necessarily going behind. Then see say the country we don't go before, then country and the people like can get boku difference then, but we can up and in country, like for example, how forget water, how forget good roads, they can normally agree in the face of the differences then. But yeah, and boku other country and we not develop yet, it's difficult for the citizens then get one word as to waiting how for go before. So now make like a stay and destroy one another. So now make Afrobarometer actually float these questions. Afrobarometer they get boku questions when they can ask in multiple countries then, but in boku continent. So but then guilty and call country specific questions. In light of the challenges alone they get, we decide for ask country specific questions we actually relate to the electoral system. And this now for really inform government, opposition parties, institutions then as we do this debate on the electoral system.
So as you don't explain the difference in una do you in this when una we una go for go ask people and wait and think for the electoral system. Wait till able for explain give them for the type of PR system where the country gets.
Okay, so the one then they study politics, where they say proportional representation system, PR. Proportion that means the size. So not to all things they get.
Okay.
So that means say if you not 10 seats there in a whole country, then 3 party then contest that election. One party gets 70% of the votes, it gets 7 seats. The other party get 10% of the votes, it gets 1 seat. The other party get 20% of the votes, they get 2 seats. So then they share the votes based on the number we get. Than for parliament. So now they call proportional representation, the share of votes where they get in line with the share of seats in line with the share of votes where you get. And they can normally apply to country the way then they not get one word, then they fed themselves. Like for example, you see say Bo they always vote, Timni Boku Timni and the way they vote na Bo. They hardly get they can vote APC, then the law no shame about that, but they hardly get representation for Kamna Parliament. So now Boku, all of them are green SLPP, and largely now from one ethnic group where they can represent. So you can say you get 35% to close to 40% of people from different parts of Sierra Leone, especially the south and east, within the capital, Freetown. And they're not can win votes, they're not can win seats because the votes not spark one side and votes scatter. And so then the PR system can make for the win seats. So then I make one of the things that we will argue from the one that we study, then the political party, then the two dominant political party, the proportional representation system will get, the two dominant party then they advance an electoral system where they actually favor them. And I just wish you come out from waiting the favor a party and waiting the favor the country. So for example, SLPP largely the votes scatter Bokusai. I mean, I don't get time for go into the ethnic composition, the geography of Sierra Leone. But say for example, Freetown, you get a large share of people in the SLPP where they normally get 30%, 30 to 40%. But because they scatter, it's difficult for the SLPP get 1 seat in Freetown because they supporter they scatter. And if on a PR system now, especially the district block system, because you get both types of PR system, if they pin box their votes, all of them and then they would then vote for SLPP, then will actually translate into seats. For APC, largely their own voters then concentrate in key regions, like for example, the north, the northwest, and the western region. And so they in their interest, if I'm making they actually support them, for letting concentrate the votes then inside one system where they call first past the post that I can make the yes.
So in any way during the time when I go meet some people and the IGR or the people come up with something we get to do with power sharing at the executive?
No, they're not about power sharing. So, but largely we ask people so in light of all of them here, waiting when I feel say for be the solution to the country. So we ask 3 questions. The first question, you go agree for let you party with the support. He appoints other person from a different ethnic group. 73% say yes. If Mina Mendema, Mina Timniman, I support this party or that party there, even if he appoints another person from a different ethnic group, it no matter. Okay. You can agree for let somebody appoint somebody from a different region, 70% say yes. You can agree for letting appoint you party with the support, appoint somebody from a different political party, 66% say yes. And why this important? You know, say when they don't pull cabinet list or any appointment list, people in Kidida, different parts of the country, and you watch Kailande, Bombali, we said people in under APC, under SLPP. So it's about where people stand in relation to power. So the good news about this survey, and this really they come out after like we don't get August 10, we will get serious tension. We don't get November 26 school. It culminates a very fractious election in 2023. it culminating to a coup in November that same year. We don't see say now tension they simmer down. So asking people, a lot of Sierra Leoneans they really tired of war. They just want peace and stability there. So now they want are then views then would not ask question about power sharing, like how it's been interpreted.
Okay. Andrew, when I earlier introduced you, mentioned say you they come up from the IGR and you they lead IGR. When I don't they do research on democracy, governance, service delivery, and human rights.
Mhm.
I want to take you off the Afrobarometer report and ask you personally,
Mhm.
as somebody when they work on democracy and governance, you support the PR system at all?
The kind I support PR system, but the kind PR system we
Which
want.
kind of PR system you support? The
It,
debate now na the salon they practice the PR
PR.
system at the local council and the parliamentary system. Which kind of PR system you support?
This current PR system, now the system would favor the two major parties. In fact, the threshold very high. It's not easy for any political party then get 11%, 12%, as the case may be, get that threshold in a district. So we want, or me want, let not just say we, me want a system where every Sierra Leonean will get an opportunity for be counted, and that you vote there, you get an opportunity for let it translate. You know, Musala debate a little bit, please. There's a reason why then conversation are important. You know, the political class, you know, they watch Sierra Leoneans largely as salon people and would for work really for not deliver service to them. And you can it's likely that you watch people elect voters instead of as citizens. So you can see, say, too often you can get this thing out where they talk, they call people in grassroots. You know, it's not grassroots. So grassroots actually mean underclass, somebody we able to do nothing for himself. And too often when they see, say, then politician, then none of them know how for be grassroots. No, there's no politician we want for be grassroots. So, but they're not getting mechanism for let us see how we will get an electoral system where they benefit everybody. So we have this system where they benefit two major parties. One day at the dominant northwestern region, the other one day at the dominant southeastern region. So you can what you really need now for let we add value to weight of voters. Let no one party not claim a region. Where right now, if you go to the south and east, like it talks, you would let APC come. Now this and this thing will do. That means say when I be blind to the thing that will do it bad. Okay. If you go to the north, they will talk say all the problem we'll get now them men did them. So that means that then they teach you for let you hate the other region instead of you create accountable systems. And one of the ways that for overcome that one day, now for we'll reduce the tension, let every vote count. And one of the ways that we votes that can really count, now we would get a proportional representation system with a very, very low threshold. We will give everybody or all groups then a fair chance for be represented.
Okay, continue for the week the program and Lavali, the program where they listen to our Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Yes, sir?
Yes, inside the program now, we come with the other studio guest who will be done introduced earlier. We now Dr. Julius Spencer and followers of Radio Democracy. Don't they follow Julius Spencer in debates on the issue of force past the post or PR system. The last time we get him, even they support the PR system, but he gets his own way in want for Siam. I don't know if he still maintain that position, the Dr. Julius Spencer.
Absolutely. May I can tell people and say, I began advocate for PI system since 2008. Me not to just know I begin talk about them. And for me, the reason is simple. All what you and talk so, absolutely correct. Now, most, in fact, almost nobody know now in this age. But 1964, where OAU then get them first meeting, inaugural meeting of the Organization of African Unity. Somebody talked to them. He advised them, say, make them not use the electoral system where the colonialists then left give them. If they do that, then society is not go develop. Then go get plaba. And waiting to happen. Exactly now that to happen.
So what's another electoral system?
I've been the first past the post. First past the post. But now that 30 then I'm Britain they use. But you see the difference between we own societies them and them, then they're sort of what you call homogeneous. They don't get boko ethnic groups. We get. If I when I get the Scottish, the Irish, the British, then get three different waiting. Then call themselves United Kingdom. But we will get Mende, we get Timni, we get Limba, we get Loko, we get Soso, we get Madinga, we get Koranko. We get 13 major ethnic groups, we get smaller ones themselves. So the ability for make we get ourselves and focus on things the way beneficial to we all, it's difficult under the electoral system we don't practice because the electoral system there, them it make for conflict. Una they contend and across the world, don't you see? When you get that kind of system, they end up with two party because people they reach a point, people and they decide so no point not for like vote for this party because they're not going to win. Then we guys want a significant number of votes, but they're not going to win. So before I vote for them, I vote for the one where I believe say go win. And at that we don't see that. We don't get instance then where party then they form, they run one election, then they not do bad, then get some significant votes. Can next election waiting they happen. They actually they die. Because the one that will be vote for them the first term, next term then say, they are not going bo, they are go back, go vote for them also. So and then you get the issue of violence. Because people they don't believe say forget political power. Now do or die affair. If your own person, your own region, your own ethnic group not in power, then you know they get benefits. And so people then don't see us doing that affair. So now I make all the boku fetting lady.
Okay.
Now, so me they have done the advocate for PR system, but I always they talk am. I know they advocate for the PR system we don't use. We use them 1996, we use them 2002, they use them back 2023. Then at the district block closed party list system where the party they submit list, rank the people them from one to whatever. Depending on the proportion of the votes with the party list, the top one then they get seats. So now the party they basically determine who that then at that list they go parliament. Other system then they.
Doc, from where you start this and the way you don't begin for explain and so on, go say the first way Dr. Julius Spencer be start this conversation and all be explain and so in all this way you don't begin for explain whose type of PR system you think say the press and the country for use now as we go into 2028 election.
I believe so for use the open party list or mixed member proportional system.
So for listeners them out there go explain the system then they.
The open party list is the party they submit list. But you know they rank them 1, 2, 3, 4. Just the submit list. If not 20 seats, then submit 20 names. The people then now they vote for people in another list three. And they vote for the party, but for particular people then. So depending on the number of votes where an individual get, then they determine who side they come up na the list. So if the party, for example, win 20% of the votes, the one that will get the highest votes from that party day, the top 20, now then they go parliament. So now the people then they decide who that then they get seat. The party they submit the names, but now the people then they choose the people then where they go parliament. Now, I even go further by my proposal where I make to the tripartite implementation committee that we give in time to constituency so that people then they vote based on their constituency. The party then for submit name them based on constituency. So when people then they vote, the first way is Sabina you go vote for, you will get one vote na the party list. So you know we go vote for a person where you know Sabi, you go vote for that is Sabi, the one who don't campaign to you. So that way there we go even if we tie the representation to constituencies as we know them now. Now the mixed member proportion, system. In fact, even more proportional, because everybody they get two votes. You get two ballot paper then. With say for example, if you get 100 seats in a parliament, 50% of them they vote for the party, 50% constituency. So if we take say 100 seats, 50 seats now by proportional representation. So you dey vote for party. Depending on the proportion of the votes where the party get, go determine almost people then go there na the parliament of that 50 day from your own party. Then on the other ballot, you dey vote for one person, your own person where you want for Lego Parliament, out of the 50 seats we are available as well. Then they now waiting and call first past the post you they use Bandandi. So that get the highest votes, 9 win. So now waiting and they do is that after you don't allocate first the seats then where people then win, you now see if you now compare the proportion of seats where the party forgets. So for example, and you know, some of this a bit complicated for explain on this kind of forum. So indeed, we need to get this kind of discussion at an intellectual level. Now look the thing and discuss them properly, and then people don't understand. Then you can now find how you go educate the ordinary man. But this, for example, the mixed member proportional system, the ordinary man no need to understand how they arrive at the seats. You just need to know say they vote one for party, you vote for individual. You get two votes. So that's and now, then they go vote. Then the how they calculate almost seats the party they get. Let us just explain that quickly.
No. Doc, they go for a break. We'll come back. We come to you because the system look complex. When we talk about ordinary voting, people in the vote, void votes, you can't give them two ballot paper. It's a problem. It's a little bit complicating here. But we'll come back to you. Name now Dr. Julius Spencer in one of the proponents them of the PR system, as he may explain the kind of PR system we they want for C or we in want for C be na salon. Program Good Morning Salon. We'll go for a short break. We'll join Dr. Julius Spencer again.
See how we last camp on this farming business. Now, in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for them.
But blopper you comping. And that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't tape on this business, no they gets better. In we just come, they shine like a wee.
That's go. And they do well thing, but you not feel say.
Me sister them. Not so debully I get so that the way I they manage me profits after I don't sell me farm markets. Nine una they see me at the shine by this farm business so.
Bosia, you get this fine secret, you not tell we you sister them.
Now I they try for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out by so. You they clothes for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now I they save. I they cut me cut according to my size. For help me pan this, nine make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them, where they help you for manage your budgets, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there. We go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Local Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
Leave me alone.
Housemate Salon is back.
Please choose the woman that you wish to couple with.
And this time it's bigger, better, and hotter. With a grand prize of 1 million leons. Yes, that's 1 billion old leons plus a fully paid round trip to Dubai. Apply now for just 1,000 leons. If you have what it takes to rock the house, play the game, and win the show. Go to www.africell.sl/housemate to apply and pay for the form with Afri Money. Deadline for the submission of application is 29th August. Housemate Salon Season 4. Clean game.
Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know.
Now the switch don't come so. Any side you did, you can now use the salon payment switch for send and receive money. It's easy, it's fast, and it's so reliable. Move your money anytime where you want. From one bank to the other, from your mobile money to your bank account, from your bank account to mobile account. I say the check no need for mature again. In order to take 3 days again for reflect. All just the happen one time. As you tap, it go just like that. Yeah, just like that. So pay somebody how you want. Pay salary easy one. Receive your lunch now. All on the salon payment switch. For able use the switch, go na bank or your mobile money agent for link your account to your NIN. So don't forget the switch they on. Now all the network and all the bank them.
Well, the program we they listen to now, Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program today, Radio Democracy, they look at the issue of the PR system, whose kind PR system the country for use, and how it will work in a salon, and whether we can use them by the executive. For sake of that, make we get with two studio guests. Them we get Dr. Julius Spencer, and Seth we get Andrew Lavali. Mio name na yeno Kavia.
And Musa Kamara Naminim would present this program this morning. We come to you again, Dr. Julius Spencer. Before we go for that break, you will explain the PR system. You talk about the open party list, closed party list, and mixed method. What I say is very complicating.
Okay, the mixed member proportional system. Yes, it's complicated for we can't find the calculation, but anyway, it's simple. As I've been they say, you get 2 ballots. One you they vote for party. The second one you they vote for individual. So if you get 100 seats in a parliament, 50 they go on the first past the post, 50 proportional representation, vote for party. So when then the first look the one when the first past the post where they vote for individual, see how much votes the party get. If say for example this party get say 35% of the votes of the 50 votes, it's 35% almost. I don't know. Therefore calculate. Or you get 35% of the votes now the first past the post side. Then you get 40% now the proportional representation side. Other party get then look at all waiting and then the first allocate the seats them where then vote by first past the post. So then 50 seats then they allocate them first. Then they now look the side where you vote for party. See almost percent of the vote the party get. If pan the first past the post the seats then we don't win, now reach the percentage we get pan the PR, then they give them the balance seats them from the PR number from the 50. If say be not get 35, on a 40% you get pan the PR, then they add 5 seats. If one party get say 20% of the seats pan the first past the post, but you get 30% of the PR seats them, then they add 10 seats from the PR. So now so then they do empty, they allocate all the seats. The reason being now the focus now on the PR so that the representation will be proportional to the votes where you party get. Even if and you see the problem with the first past the post, now the post will get the highest. And you can get the highest, but you not get the majority of the votes. So you can get 40% of the votes, you still win the seat. Other person get 30, other person get 20, other person get 10. So pan the one they will lost, then get 60% of the vote. But you will win get 40%. But I still win because I get the highest. So the mixed member proportional system, they compensate for that and they for make sure say the percentage of the population where they support this party, then get the percentage of seats where they forget based on their support for the party. Now, I know they say that they power for you, but waiting I don't say all the time. Let's sit down and discuss them. You know, with society them, divided because of the ethnic division, or the way we don't do politics up to this date. As I will say, the politician them, and they think about how they can win votes, how they can gain a power. And you know, from who get independence, the problem will get start even before independence. At independence, the one that will take over, then just adopt waiting the waiting and left give them. They're not being realized or they forget say that system where the waiting and left now be exploitative system. Then the waiting they not can develop Salono. Then can forget exploit with resources and go develop their own country. Now when people then take over and they not change that perspectively. If you look at we chiefdom, we been get kingdom, we get kingdom as alone. But then say other person not for be king because then get king. Now then our boss, so now one getting king for their own king. So then begin call when people and chiefdom. Then create a system where the chiefdom accountable to the government. 30 they now get. So even though the paramount chiefdom supposed to be accountable to them, people them, but government can depose paramount chief. And the British then start on. So the chief then always go all allegiance to the government because government can pull them.
The system we don't explain, somebody go say it's a complicating one, and even the simple election system we salon don't they practice. People in the get plenty. Void vote go nearly count fourth or fifth in some of the elections here. And you talk about how for even allocate seats them. You go ask if even ECSL able understand the system and the politicians them we here for contest this election understand the system we just explained for avoid confrontation after the election and avoid the complicated nature of elections.
I will guarantee say they don't understand them as at now because they not turn their mind day. All then they think but are waiting them for do for make sure say them win power. And therefore, then they look this system as and say, oh, system go benefit them most. So someone the first pass the post. Because for example, if you take Western area, before PR, APC been a win majority of the citizens are Western area. Virtually all. If I take city council at one point, I want gain SLPP council up in there. The rest now be APC. Why? Because now me first pass the post. So when you total the person will get the highest 9 they win. The rest of the votes them no they count for nothing. Then we go to PR system. Now that proportion where SLPP they win that 30 something percent, then get that proportion of seats there. If you go to the north, again, not to the north, the south and the east, APC gets some seats then they not as many as SLPP gets na the western area and the north. Again, there is the power of the incumbency. So all of them they come into play. Now if we get a proper proportional representation system, and unfortunately, this last one where they use, as far as me concerned, and I tell people then that not to the threshold being so high.
Okay.
Non-sign not in the world where they use that kind of high threshold. Usually it range from 3% to 7%. We use 11.9%. And the system we've been done using the first two proportional representation system, we not been get a fixed threshold. No matter what anybody tell now, we not been get fixed threshold. The system we then use now, what they call the largest remainder method and hair quota. What is the hair quota? The hair quota now the number where they get when you divide the number of votes in a constituency by the number of seats. So for example, Bond district get 5 seats, Western area gets 16. If you fix one quota, say for example 11.9 with them in fix. With 11.9, you don't get 1 seat in a Bond.
Okay.
You need about 20% for get 1 seat in a Bond. But Western area, you don't need 10% for get 1 seat. So then they look at the number of votes or the number of registered voters, then divide them by the number of seats for determine how much votes should they get, how much seats should they get. Then, when they now allocate the whole number, then they count to the point something, and then they allocate seats by the one that will get the largest point something.
Okay, continue for day with at the program. Dr. Julius Spencer, in a former minister of information, where they have for the talk on you, waiting think who the type of PR system when things say the country for use. That come over to you and Lavali, executive director for IGR. Earlier on, we be the talk, you say this PR system, the political party, then they do are in their favor. But one part the political party, they win at APC, they against this PR system.
Then like waiting they make the win election. SLPP back like waiting they make the win election. So now make it finally ordinary Sierra Leoneans then really discuss waiting good for we. Why this important is he say aid, that's what they call aid, the way people in the help we, it don't go down. In fact, since this Ukraine war starts where Donald Trump win, we then some beaucoup people they benefit from what they call USAID, it cut off. Where Donald Trump said they pull out of USAID, I pull out of Ukraine. All the other countries where they help we now Europe, we then get interest in Ukraine. What they do, they all call cut their aid. We cannot, I'm not saying that we continue to rely on aid. We for rely on we own system. We get systems the way they make, we know they maximize the resources. In 2023, we export $1.16 billion of iron ore. You know what in Canada alone? Now $40 million, 3%. So the question is, which kind of system will make we left this fet, this post here, we one party in the power, the other one they undermine and say it fail. With this other kind of power, the undermine and say it fail. The thing way important to one party, we can say no, this I they populate this with million people them. I they sack all of this. I they populate this with million people them. I they sack all of this. We cannot fix water system. We're not go fix electricity. Which no will care about now the next election. So if, now make up they say, which in party not cleverly do now for turn all man to voters rather than as citizens, we deserve good, better welfare. And they don't, if I really let radio democracy take some time and let we explain this whole thing what they call this grassroots business. They say, no, we're not the grassroots. Right now, you actually see people where by right, they're not for even Kenya power. But they just believe, say, no, if I use this electoral system with this region, I go win. They're not for even Kenya power. And then party then they bring where they lead them. If you ask them, they say, me, I want company for manage. Then I will do only you want let you manage your company. They're not gonna agree. So we get this situation where we the state's not productive, the state not effective. Like first time, when you watch the 60s, the 70s, my daddy they tell me about how Sierra Leone be actually team up for himself. I mean, waiting the left because if you go like Kailan, you they see some farmers in a Kailan. They not only educate them picking from through farming, but they actually send them picking somewhere in England. Okay. We've been getting SLPMB where they take with goods. We you know say beaucoup of them in England. We asset them in England now through Sierra Leone Produce Marketing Board. We really get for talk say we don't go too far in the wrong direction. So we need for Sido we take stock say how we go agree if now iron ore bust na Tonkolili Sidon on top of $4 billion worth of iron ore. We need to think about how do we exploit it for benefit. So today if Chinese man come, if they left with power with this organization, it take resources. So that make the most important thing now for reduce the threat. And the one day for do that day, now the elites them, whether they're APC, they're SLPP.
And the way this conversation will start for 2023 for say we're able for use this PR system, the talk will be go around now for say they're able for give then small political party, then say we're able for get seats, go to parliament, all that stuff them. But we not see that they happen again. You don't think say them political party then safe, then small political party them as we they call them, then safe they deprive the young people them for take part by governance.
Look, like how Dr. Spencer been say, now the type of proportional representation will practice. Now make that proportional representation will practice with the threshold. What do they call threshold? Threshold now the number where you get, we go make you qualify for get seat. As long as you get that threshold where they say pass, you get 12%. Whose party apart from APC, SLPP, they get 12%. Where you see they say NGC don't try to, which thing they get by the votes about 7-8%. When they say C4C, then clear corner, waiting C4C get now about 4%. So it's not easy for like get political parties them. Then they win seats. So now that make the PR system will go work or the electoral system will work. In fact, in the first place, don't even forget about whether PR first pass a post. The question, the which kind of electoral system will make you spend less per election? The amount of money where the losses per election, not only families, not only political parties, but if my brother say now they stand election, the amount of money me self they spend, it's too much.
And Lavali, continue for stay with you. We'll come back. We look at this debate whether the PR system will be applied to the executive, where the opposition they describe as power sharing. The program, Good Morning Saloon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We'll go for break and we'll continue for local issues.
Don't TP, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you will transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that we call cardless ATM. You, the UTB customer, will send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money now any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for just enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 billion loans. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we there for you.
I see the media, that's the way powerful.
Cyber security threats, then they happen and then they happen every day. From phishing scam to bad software and data breach. Nobody not get 100% protection because they can attack anybody, any side, anytime.
So if your organization gets cyber incidents or your system begin for behave like say somebody they run after her, no waste time or report one time to the National Cyber Security Coordination Center NC3 with team we get master sabi people there ready for answer quick one. Then go tap the attack quick one for make the damage no boku. We go unbug your business and your customer then bambai.
Member say under Part 6, Section 53 on the Cyber Security and Crime Act 2021. If you not report cyber attack or where bad people sneak inside your system without your permission, now big criminal offense that we can make you pay boku money or you can even go jail. Report all cyber attack na www.nccc.gov.sl or you send email to reporting@nccc.gov.sl before it go late bambai.
The program where they listen to na Good Morning Salon. Well, inside the program now, we take one power headline story them. Pharmacy board salon and institution we get power for make sure say pharmacy and other place them not sell expire medicine and other thing them where they talk about the work and the mandate. The head of information and communication at pharmacy board salon, Dr. Simon Bomo say pharmacy board salon don't suspend but 136 pharmacy shop them na the western area because them go against pharmacy law them. In talk, this is our interview with Radio Democracy where we explain to reporter Usman Kamara for sake of the work and self the challenge them with pharmacy board don't the face.
Pharmacy board then set under an act of parliament in 1998, then reviewed in 2001. The pharmacy board in main role now for ensure that pharmaceuticals, we say pharmaceutical, all the medicines we wouldn't use cosmetic product, type of product, they're safe, efficacious, and of good quality.
We see recently do a pharmacy board whole disciplinary hearing for pharmaceutical outlets. What are the motive behind this?
So what thing can normally happen is that we get a governing board, the pharmacy board, own a 9-man board with the chairman, own the chief pharmacist. But on this board, we get the representative of the Attorney General. So we get a number of committees, them subcommittees within the board. One of the disciplinary committee at the board. So the chairman of that disciplinary committee, the Attorney General's rep on a lawyer. and the chair. So on a regular basis, we do routine inspection for all the premises. We inspecting teams and they go in the check. But as they go around, we do all the checks across the country, where they find out say people that can violate some of the provisions that are within the law. So what can normally happen with the way we document them, we prepare the report. Then the report, the registrar can send the report and go now one department what they call the enforcement department and narcotics control department. So now in this, that department now serve as the secretariat for the disciplinary committee hearing. So on a quarterly basis, we can invite them for come in and can explain why the issues that they happen. So for this particular one, we don't do so now for Western area alone. We'll get this 136 what they talk about for Western area alone. So we'll get a number of people then will come, we'll get some for the premises, then we'll start with colleagues, then we'll license, we'll give license them for serve as technical people then, not the show for work. We also get people then they deal with product, the owner register. When I say register, this is a product they wouldn't come to the official channel and they smuggle them coming. So and they stock on some of them product then they so people then go and see they will pick them up. We get other issues and concerning people in the sell product, they wouldn't know for stock. Now, for example, we get 3-tier system in terms of the pharmaceutical outlets. We get drugstore, we get patent shop, they will get pharmacy. Now, if you look the pharmacy and drugs, there's a schedule written at the back, also classify the product then based on safety and other profiling. So now, for example, for if you operate a patent medicine shop, basically what you do now over the counter medicines, for sell them prescription medicines and other things. So we get some of them patent shops, then they will don't sell some of them product, then they when we inspectors then go and pick up and prepare the report them. Bring them come as well for this part of this committee area.
You talk about 136 outlet there were on a sanction, and also you talk about fine. With not the fine we attach to them.
So for each because when you can normally, for example, when and go and check you, then look at the various things that we are infringements to the pharmacy and drugs. For example, if they sell counterfeit medicines, then you sell above your class, where you know for sale. Yeah, your professional not present. Each of them wanted that attract a fine of 500,000. So at the end of the day, it depends on the number of issues that we need for address. Then we determine your composite fee you need for pay at the end of the day. Then money I would then pay the kind of office, then they go to government consolidated fund. So this is a process we can already take to the go on virtually on a quarterly basis to go around for the pickup. So this they should say we routine inspection aspect they work well. We inspect us then they do their work. As so they can get information, present them. Then the disciplinary committee will invite the people and for come, then we do the fines and the sanctions.
All right. So any time frame can they then find their owner can give some of them people.
Yeah. So 21 days for this one or 21 days. Oh, we don't give sanction 21 days for pay all government. That's money now government money. And once I go left for state at this particular point in time, the disciplinary committee get a status of a magistrate court. So if you get any issues with the fines, you're not comfortable with them, you want appeal, you therefore appeal to your high court. Yeah.
So again, we get plenty pharmacy them across the country, not Freetown alone. So when I get for take some of the issues they are gonna up country them for look at some of the things they wanna look at in Freetown.
Get offices them, so we get people then where they go around, they check all the premises as you do the same thing at Freetown now. So we say the report then daily. So the report all the way they know they can send them on Freetown now to process them. Then we start to Freetown always. Then after that now we'll move into the provinces.
Right. So normally doing on an inspection, waiting now some of the key things they want to find out. We come on some of them pharmacy or other places.
Well, it depends on the category of premise who they talk about. One major issue they get currently with now, especially with patent shops, then they sell. You get some people that will they can sell product, then they know I can say they are above voting for sale. The pharmacy and drugstores will get a small issue concerning with colleagues. Sometimes also they say good, you know, good than this, and they although you know so that's rampant too much right now because of the pressure they put on them. We get most of the people then, so then they also possible. Then you also get people that already sell sometimes one or two expired products. Some other to deliberate act with expired product. The expired product then the issue here we get here is that people only check the shelves them on a regular basis. So then can happen also internally. But for some people, they don't put up a software system where they get in the shop them. So every month, all the products they expire, they pop up. So if you just take them off.
All right. Now, as we talk about issue we get for do with medicine, which pharmacy board don't they do for people that really sell medicine at it? Like the one that really sell inside them boxes and the rest, because people just can buy, they watch expiring date. Some of them people and they not to even medical people.
Now we get a major issue with drug peddling in the country because this is not the burning issue we get. But the major issue again we will like for point here is that the law. We get a pharmacy and drugs at 2001. If you look scan across West Africa, now we get the oldest medicines regulatory currently. Medicines regulation are a dynamic process. I give you 2 cases in Sierra Leone. We get issue concerning pampers water at one time. Now we get the issue with push. We not get permission them for the law for take care of the one in day. So now, if you take the law as you say currently, if you know a drug peddler, we arrest you, then charge you to court. They're not for charging more than 5 million. Now we get the issue. We get a maximum, we not get a minimum. So at the end, when the case then go to court, we they get issue, the fines they will in the levy. We don't get cabinet approval for the review of the new act. We can set up 2 agencies and currently this board, this office, they divide into 2. They get the council, they get the agency. The agency is responsible for the product. The council now is responsible for the training of the pharmacy professionals. It's also responsible for the license on the pharmaceutical outlet and the inspection of their outlet. So we don't put in some stiff penalties inside the new law.
Well, you be the listen to the information and communication officer and a pharmacy board salon, Dr. Sir Emmanuel Bomo, will be explained to Usman Kamara inside that interview day. For sake of the 136 pharmacy shop them, where it say pharmacy board don't find the program. They continue well inside the program now. Not time for them we take break.
The road them where we the waka pan, now them they connect we together. From the farms to the market, from the villages to the big town, better roads they mean, better business, better job, and better life. Let me hear it from the people them who don't feel the change.
New name Sako Usman, out there so they go nama. I do fit out as me living. Let me say this new bridge I try to for move from Kenema, can go now for Kassetu. We able to do business. But from we don't call alhamdulillah. Really happy. Business will grow every day. Let me say the bridge and the road don't make the transportation don't cheap because first time maybe they use this whole highway and one way nobody get chance on the mine nobody get chance for pass frequent only the must come and then we're really happy to how they make the bridge from where they make and not they experience any incidents where they happen.
The European Union don't work with the government for build strong road them where they help people for travel easy, make business grow, and give the young people them skill for build the future. This now, the roads we travel.
Democracy 98.1 FM, the program now Good Morning Saloon. In the country from 98.1 FM, we still get Andrew Lavali, Executive Director, IGR, and also get Dr. Julius Spencer, a proponent for or supporter of the PR system. Andrew Lavali, before I come to Dr. Spencer, quick one. Look at the system for gets PR system at the executive, like the presidency for where somebody win. If you win presidency, this gets some percentage. This they pull some people away, go appoint as ministers or the directors within the executive. You believe in the idea in the PR system?
No, I don't believe in that. I don't think say we need for extend PR system to the executive.
Why?
Because I think say go hamburg democracy. Because inside democracy, you get forget lines of accountability. And inside democracy, we believe say you always need an alternative. The alternative nine for pressure government, for let government they do something with the benefit people. So we just support PR system because of the identity, which they call identity politics. I know I'm calling tribalism, but with politics so tribal. Like for example, if you go on your Facebook, you see say a lot of people where they oppose it, they say, and see a lot of them get northern names. Say, look, this Maya, but this Maya, this is from the southeast, na this na Mende na Shabro. So now so they don't teach we for think. Now so we did. So me feel say we need for resolve. If we get a PR system, everybody go be represented. That's fine, but not at the level of the executive. What we need for do now for force the political parties and for corporates. This thing here for say one they undermining company, the other one they undermining company. With political system, with political parties, they know we get some maturity where they happen, but they not maturity. We not get mature political parties. Fortunately or unfortunately, the Sierra Leone are the only country where we get pre-independence party. Then APC, SLPP, now the party then we've been there since independence. You know, you see other African countries that we didn't get pre-independence parties. So there are good things, there are bad things about that. So we need for law to strengthen them, let them cooperate, and let we get a stronger opposition where they ask tough questions. Now that will make the possibility to govern a deliver result. But if you have this situation, we say when I come together, you will win, you get this percentage, the other one will win, you get this percentage. I think so that would be a problem. Inside Salon, we get power sharing right now. We get power sharing at the local level. Like for example, you have 22 local councils in Salon, 11 local councils na SLPP control councils, 11 local councils na APC control councils. In fact, we for compel the government for send more money to them councils and the APC area, Makeni, Karine, SLPP area, Bo, Kenima, let the citizens then get services. So instead of just because there's this thing for say low concentrate power in a free town. When you talk about power sharing, you're still thinking about how do you concentrate power in a free town. And we've been there before.
So Andrew Lavali, if somebody come out na APC or come out SLPP, APC win the presidency or SLPP win the presidency, then pull somebody na either of the parties them for go work with the president, whose impact then they get?
That's not to power sharing. Power sharing, now where you actually get a formalized system for say, like how they talk about, for say, you don't get a formalized system for say, we don't do election. Like for example, the PR system right now is power sharing in parliament. For say the proportion of votes you get, nine they make you get a seat. So now so we don't share power na parliament. Inside the executive now we largely na appointive offices, not to elective offices. Now just the president you the elect at the executive level. So for say now, all the kind of that power share. Let's say for example, under the current administration, the Minister of Health na APC. Would I go hold accountable if healthcare go wrong? If the Minister of Energy and Power na SLPP, if lights or if na APC, if the light not they say na APC, then they sabotage SLPP within their power. So that make it. I think say it would be difficult for law do that. In other democracies, like for example, the British Westminster system, was power sharing, compel political parties. You force them for let them cooperate. So the party go no say now, me for let win, and if for collaborate with that other party, they for let win. Because then get what they call hung parliament or hung elections. Now we want party now win absolute majority. So, but for let you win the votes of citizens, they talk say at the cooperate with that other party, law form government. So, but Salon now we get presidential system. That presidential system is such that parliament is different from the presidency. So for like extend power sharing, I want to see how that they go happen.
Continue for stay with me inside the program, Andrew Lavali from IGR. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue.
Okay, one quick one before we go take another material inside the program. We can to other studio guest, Dr. Julius Spencer. You they support the power sharing at the executive. Why you think it is important na the electoral system na the country?
Okay, now first of all, you see me, I get a creative mind. So I know they think what you don't do, what you know more day before me. I dey think creatively. Now, waiting at the problem we get. Parliament, yes, but one no say power na the executive day. Na the executive na the power day. So if that level day, we not get a formula where they make everybody believe say themselves get some stake there, we will continue. We like what you do with parliament, nothing not go change. Now, we look at the election results for the presidency. First round, you get the people that will get the highest number of votes on 10, 30 something, 40 something %. Then go second round. Then one person will get above 50%, the other one will get 40 something. Now, what that mean is that when that person will win, nine they appoint all man, now winner take all. The one they weigh the 40% or 40 something %, then left out. Now make you get all this fet, this desperation for gain power. Now, for say you will get APCS, LPP na cabinet, you did not go work. That's not quite right. I don't think a cabinet we get several political party members in a cabinet. Pakaba in cabinet where me been there, you appoint people them from different political parties, but then they be different. As Andrew said, then they no legislated, now decide for them. Now, the president still gets authority. The party them can nominate people them send to president, and president they make the appointment. When they make the appointment, he can sack the person. So if the person know they do what he's supposed for, they go sack her. He can send back to the party and I want this person. Now give me other person. But the party then get a certain number of a percentage of the executive, ambassadors, etc., and waiting people then they fight for power for.
So, Doc, you want to foresee this system in the next election?
Yes.
Now, the criticism against Dr. Julius Spencer, whenever you talk about the PR system and the executive, from the other side, then go say Dr. Julius Spencer be don't serve as minister under Tijan Kaba, the late Tijan Kaba, and then convince say, okay, Dr. Julius Spencer na SLPP. Now that he thinks say the APC na their own turn, he want make them share power with the SLPP, and during 2023 election, not been talk this way, the SLPP for win the election. These are the criticism.
Well, because then they think as then with man so with blinkers, they know they see fine. Now that's why I sit down before 2020 election. Usan go Lavali sit down, so now they have been sit down. I talk Lima have been sit down, Usa sit down so. When I talk, I say, then they sound interesting. I don't talk from before the last election. Nobody not take her up. Now, for some reason, the president don't pick her up. And even Speaker of Parliament pick her up. Now, if anybody they claim say me na SLPP, then you know sabi nothing. The one the way the SLPP, they know say me not to SLPP. I know they not political party. The political party where I've been there na be NGC. All man know that. Me na been campaign spokesman for NGC self. And I not been done the SLPP before I joined NGC.
NGC na break away from SLPP.
Some people them.
Okay.
We been the NGC, come SLPP, go NGC. Me no be ever there. Now, the only party who I've been on joined before that, na NDP, National Democratic Party.
Doc, one quick one before we take this material. One go answer like how Andrew say just now, this power sharing at the executive. You know, things say this go hamburg developments at the country, like appointing ministers at different positions in the area of sabotage. When this go happen, and they go say because this not in our party, and you know they follow waiting we party don't say.
I say again, the president would that ever win a president. Apart from the fact that we go save money, we not get for go second round election, would that win a president? Now they make the appointment. The party, if he gets proportion of the whatever, it will make nomination, send to president. President appoint. The person not do it in the president want to not perform, president go remove him. Not to the party, they determine the person they sit on the. Now president, if the person not do it in is supposed for do, and basically the president's agenda. Now all man get for falla. If you go there, then you know even now, and in the past, you get minister then we not agree with what the president want. But then get for doing, you know, you get two options. You can either sit down there, you continue for poda, or you come out there. Now, so me not see how then they go undermine anything, except if the president weak. But if the president know what he want, now they chair cabinet meeting. All man they in a cabinet, then get in a collective responsibility. All man they get for agree, or not all man, the majority get for agree, and then would not be agree if you get option either you go along or you come out.
Okay. Continue for stay with me inside the program, Dr. Julius Spencer. We go for we look at more issues. We go usai as the Salon Roads Authority SLRA don't ban AV Mutskadem nor for use the old rail line bridge na Brookfields na the western part na Freetown. The Deputy Director General na Salon Roads Authority, Engineer Van de French say then go broke and make this bridge back by 2027. He talk this is a one interview to the Democracy where he talk about one press release where them pull Tuesday, August 26 this year, who said and tap big Mutskadem not for use this bridge because they in bad condition. For more on this, we join Yeno Kabia.
Infrastructural development important in the country. Plenty term, Salon people get concern, but bridge and road them waking well. And sometimes the term where government can take for make other people where concern can question government about maintenance and waiting they can do for tap from disaster not for happen. Concern of people now na free tongue. Now the status of the old railway line bridge in Brookfields will look like any time now. We motoka the past day in Talek in the shake where this concern don't make plenty people they remember the damage.
Well, the bridging condition really, it don't really go worst because we don't only make complaints. Stakeholders, they don't come to this bridge. They don't see the bridge in it one. Even the ONS boss don't care disaster management when Lieutenant General Abue, she say when I'm a former boss. Probably don't work with from captain and know, you know me. You don't care, I don't tell her the problem of this bridge and the place, the area. So instead of say we need help now, let them make a drainage. We will go to Dong Bay and rebuild the bridge. But really the bridge now government negligence because we don't do report.
We think of this bridge in it one, you know, the way we build the bridge, now the clay with the under and in the dig. All the time the dig go down, when they come party, the dig go down. Then comes the bridge in it one.
They make the bridge all it's under. They don't say this bridge all it's under. They don't can watch this bridge. They don't can watch until this bridge in Pueblo. They don't can watch. They see the area. When I beg them, they beg. Let's not go put post in here. So they don't it go inside. It damage bad one. Or get picking there.
Voice of different people where they use the old railway line bridge in Brookfields, but they talk about the concern them where they get for sake of this bridge. Then people here carry on say, if solution for calm, government gets important role for play, we make them call on government and other authority we concern for make sure say, then take action week one.
Government can make this bridge, make it not go worse past soon. Because you see worse past or damage go must be.
Urgently make them come. You have to see you don't see the bridge. The water they count for. You see that this first pillar so where they see so the water don't eat them.
We last year back we talk this government we want like them can make this bridge. Because right now if they see me do the bridge, that pillar where they inside the water, you don't dig it.
Now for happy, for can make this neither. Where they do this bridge. If they're not happy about Yago can do the career can full life.
The Sierra Leone Authority, SLRA, gets mandates for make bridge and road them and safe, get engineer them, we can monitor the life of them bridge after the concern from people. SLRA they respond with press release we make Radio Democracy ask the Deputy Director General at the Sierra Leone Authority, Engineer Van de French, why the press release at this time.
Well, the status of the bridge is we get some thing that we would observe at the foundation side and the substructure and the superstructure. We need for do some maintenance activities them now, and subsequently we need for replace that bridge there. So we've been on the observe this over the years, actually, not to now. But recently we engineers them on the normal, routine inspection we can do. During the term we have in the camp, and we see certain things that we feel say we need for put the bridge on load restrictions. That is, will not for allow heavy vehicle again for use them until such a time we will do the necessary immediate maintenance or subsequent reconstruction. The foundations then we see some side and the way water they eat, and that need for be taken care of. Then one of the major thing then some other thing then the way not technical thing them we feel safe for take care of.
For ban policy or motokano for use the road key plenty time government can ban some people or motokano for use the road, but for monitor this key. So the concern where you go the wonder now whose road then people here where they don't ban for use this bridge go the pass.
The first thing we would do with the erect concrete barriers them. Both accesses to the bridge on either side. So the concrete barriers then go there in a way that big motor cannot able pass middle. Now then cars or light van like a Hilux or pickup then go able pass. Then are the first two they do. Later on we'll go for erect them steel barriers, then high one. We motor car will pass under but truck no go able pass because of the height. Then the third two they do with the put road signs. We'll go for put road signs na St. John. We'll go for put back by Hanabenka Coca Street Junction. and McDonald Street Junction, etc. So that motorcar when they come, you go see the sign and no say this na place where heavy duty vehicle no need for pass. And finally, we also don't write a letter to the Sierra Leone Police and the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority for notify them of this action. In terms of alternative, we get for use Savage Street or Kington Bridge or Campbell Street or any other alternative roads than within Brookfields for go around. For the heavy duty vehicles, of course, Savage Street or maybe Pademba Road, Jomo Kenyatta Road, King Haman Road, na the road and then the way they go able for pass.
But SLRA no go dey continue for watch this bridge and tap every motorcar dem not for pass na this bridge as measure wetin na the plan for this bridge.
By 2037, we go do and we go replace the bridge. I mean, we been done do similar exercise on the Survey Street Bridge. Government get a program for do a methodological replacement program for bridges. So as the bridges then the age, would they see the need for bring other one on board for replace the old one that we don't outlive their useful life.
The Deputy Director General at the Sierra Leone Roads Authority, Engineer Van de French, may end up say SLRA go continue this the operation where then they do for CC, then tap people for live under bridge them as in say one panitin them waking above them bridge ya. Now the plenty illegal human activity them where in say people where they tap under them bridge ya they do with support from Josephine Freeman for Radio Democracy. Kabia the reports.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. Una don't send una messages them on 0779819181 and also on our Facebook page. This one say Andrew, if political parties are finding it difficult to meet the threshold for a parliamentary seat in a district, then I advise that each tribe send a list of full members in parliament to represent their interest.
This one, they say the PR system will help promote inclusive and fair representation. It is not meant to promote the interests of any political party against the others. This one, they come up from Andasi Tarawale.
This one from Alajina Watalo now is 0779819819. They say the real issue is about integrity and sincerity of purpose of our leaders, not the electoral system. All your explanations in the studio are meant to confuse the people rather than educate them as required by. Okay, this one are from Alajina Watalo.
From Abubakar Benson, they say, Andrew, the Constitution suggests first past the post in a normal democratic time like this. Recommendation 78 of the Tripartite Committee was clear that government must not decide our electoral system, but allow Sierra Leoneans to choose whether to continue with the PR system or return to the first past the post through national dialogue. Our people saw how PR was imposed in 2023, weakened representation, created confusion, and disconnected MP from their communities. In the recent national consultation, the majority of civil society groups, the Interreligious Council, the Council of Paramount Chiefs, community leaders, and professional bodies, almost 60% of participation stood firmly to the return of the first past the post, while barely 10% supported the PR system. The verdict is clear. The people wanted a system that is simple, transparency, and accountability. It must be expected.
From 0779819819, this one say, Dr. Spencer, your system is complex for our understanding. Senior Bala from Kabbalah.
This one is say the PR system should only be in action only when the ECSL does not have access to some certain area, but now they do. So stop this illegality.
On 0779819819, this one say, truly speaking, the PR system is not good system for country. I urge the authority to revert to the first past the post system for the sake of peace. From Castino Nalungi.
This one said, Dr. Julius Spencer, we people are not able to understand the simple electoral system where they now. How we expect them to understand this? One way you self not able to explain. Now, all they confuse this election business now the country. Country like Ghana, we get population pass, we still they use first past the post. Una just want to decide for add more confusion by the people for sake of the electoral system. This one come up from Abubakar Sidiki Kanu.
This one on we text line, they say, please ask SLRA if they have made the Brookfield and Congo Cross roads they are asking to be an alternative. This is from Dan. Now 0779819819.
Well, if I know one where they read now, they say the PR system not good for the country. Government and opposition still need for explain to the people so we'll go back to first past the post as na that system the people they understand.
This one from Amadou Carbo on our Facebook page. They say the big question is why does the PR system favor SLPP and does not favor the APC? We them messages here, we they come to we studio guest them. If we pick up any important message, we come with them as the program they go. And Lavali, you can respond.
Thank you very much. So the more I read this, the more I know say electoral system conversation are highly elite conversation. In fact, if you go to a place like China, you know they like with Chinese democracy, you know they see this situation where say all man they become part of the party, the Chinese Communist Party. That they actually write to you on the basis of your certain conditions we don't meet. Say now you can can the Communist Party. It's different from what they happen at the US and the UK, other places. Then we say everybody they take part. In fact, they are strengths and weaknesses of any of all the system. Where people in the talk, because the political parties they don't really sensitize them on which electoral system they take, the people in the talk more about waiting will make the party they win rather than waiting good. So in fact, the more you continue this, now the more you see this conversation they take SLPP, APC colors them. But we will not forget about the challenge we'll get. And me, at any time we sit on any side, the challenge we'll get as a country, now we'll talk about. And we really think through system we forget. 64 years of independence, we don't get a failure of services. You see, inside that 64 years, we don't see shades of SLPP, shades of APC and military rule. 35 years of APC rule, 24 years of SLPP rule, 5 years of military rule. In the last 64 years, there's nothing that is bad that you have not seen, from war to Harden column. The people in the take temple run. I think so. What's more important, and you really want to elite them. You might like what you want, but we really sit down and discuss and not get compromised. Or else, what you would face? We would face a situation where people in the win election, but the country not they win anything. The reason why we get fair elections, free fair elections, where they make a must. Free fair election, now they make, if you didn't have power, you know, say, if I not do election, if I not do right, people are not going to vote me in again. So now we get free fair elections. Whether in a SLPP, in a APC, it they in your interest will let elections be fair. And so if finally we get the electoral system debate as part of that, let me just maybe finish off with maybe one or two suggestions.
Okay.
When you go Nigeria, you see what they call federal character. The moment somebody, one party don't elect somebody in the north, must not say, you don't even get choice. Now the west or other region, now they get your leadership. We don't get a situation where political parties and they generate leadership from one region. Not to issue for Nasalo. They take and say, how you go there, political party, you generate leadership from one region, and you want for that one they be a norm for Sierra Leone. I think it could be difficult. So we want to let PPRC, we look at the family of laws where they make political parties reform. The second and final point, we political class, the biggest challenge we'll get now accountability. We talk say we'll get all of these resources, but we'll not get systems where they accountably convert their resources and into better welfare. So whether you bring power sharing, if the political class not reform, that unaccountable system, then go the inside one government, we go find and difficult. So we need to reform political parties and respect the role of the opposition.
Thank you very much, Andrew Lavali. We come to Dr. Julius Spencer. Messages them come in for you. You go respond to them. We round up the program.
Yes, first of all, I think say most people when they talk about PI system and they talk about how we use this last election. And I would talk and back, not to than they advocate for. And people in power will also say when they go through a constitutional review process, maybe not start almost years ago. And now government go pull white paper just now and then go through the process for amend the constitution. This issue will come up now the constitution. When that make this discussion important, let we get informed debate and discussion on this matter. Not to waiting me want, wait you want, then we begin make plabber. Now sit down, the point you make, you get a certain level where for day for able to engage properly on this kind of discussion. talk about grassroots. Well, again, my own interpretation of grassroots now the roots 90 provide nourishment for the entire plant. But we always say grassroots now the underclass with the member. Obviously, then they under the ground, but now then they provide the nourishment. So we got to take account of all of that. Now, in terms of system, me don't study this PR business for almost 2 decades. I dey look am. I don't look all the different system them. Then make I dey propose a certain one. Now I believe say the mixed member proportion go be the best one for we. And you say it complicated, not complicated. You dey go vote, you get 2 ballots. You can do and so that you get 2 voting station. We enter then give 1 ballot. You go vote for party. You go vote for a party. Then you done the next station vote for your individual. The person way you want for vote for now this list. You vote for waiting complicated than that. The complication are in the calculation. We're not to the people and get for do now the ECSL go get for them. And right now, they probably not understand because they not think about them. If they think about them, we discuss them all more understand they will know. And we're looking to the executive. I again make the point that the executive level PR in quotes also important. Because if we want to solve the problem we'll get in this part of the world, for now we're able to develop, we get for left this fate for power. We get for able for focus and agree say, okay, election na competition, but not a war. After the competition, we all for move on and collaborate and focus on the thing that way they benefit we all. But as Anubin said earlier, where's the election done? The party will win. Waiting at the focus. What you for do for win the next election? The one they will lost. What will they do for pull the house on a power, low kind of power? Now that's not the focus. How go develop if not that normal people in the thing but?
Thank you very much, Dr. Julius Spencer, supporter of the PR system, but it gets the way out in one for Siam as you don't explain and we don't use forget them. We'll continue for the get you as time they go, as the debate they continue. Plenty thank you for joining me today. And the quick one, Lavali, before we round up the program, you pull a survey on democracy or governance now, Salon, waiting na the results or waiting show.
In terms of what people they want,
yes,
the people then say they want for the political party within they support is share power.
Okay.
In fact, they don't mind 70%. They say the political party where they support are not mind for it give power to other ethnic group apart from me. 73%. They say they don't mind for the political party when they support share power from another region. In fact, they don't mind 66% say they don't even mind the political party within they support for give power to another political party. As to whether that they mean power sharing is a different conversation altogether. I don't think so we'll get 4 more hours for that.
Thank you very much, Andrew Lavali, for joining us at the edition of the program Good Morning Salon,
Well, now this edition of the program Good Morning Salon will left you. Plenty thank you to Michael Sambula with support from Mangi Mansai, Adeyemi Jackson, web for put the program Good Morning Salon.
We the talk and right, we the talk and play from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah, Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you gon' hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make we proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Voice, armies who really make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon-Tok, place to be with the young and care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, they gonna hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we no go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we dey stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make we proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. vibes, we come from. Komon-Tok, a place to be, we dey yarn and prayer for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. Oh, now we dey yarn for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shine the light, the truth must show. Komon-Tok, together we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds go. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make we hear. From the streets of it down to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talk, no talk. We dey talk and right, we dey talk and clear. From Sierra Leone to everywhere, oh yeah.